Good morning, everybody. How are you today? I know it's really dark in here. That's because I am downstairs in our church basement in the dark. And I got to be honest, I'm a little scared down here. I don't like coming down here when it's dark. Are you afraid of the dark? It's okay if you are. Maybe you have a night light in your room, or maybe you like to have the hallway light on or something to give you a little bit of light in your room. I don't blame you. When I was a kid, I used to be afraid of the dark. I did not like to be alone in a dark room. Honestly, even being down here by myself in the dark is a little bit creepy. So you know what I have with me? I have a flashlight. Maybe you have one of these in your room, but you turn it on and it makes a big difference, doesn't it? Suddenly you can look all around you and you can look in those corners and you can see those shadows, those things you didn't know what they were, and you put the flashlight on them and you can see a whole lot better. Doesn't that flashlight make a big difference down here? It makes me feel better, I'll tell you that. I want to share a Bible verse with you quickly this morning, guys. This is something Jesus told his disciples. It's in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14. You know what Jesus said? He looked at each of those disciples and he said, "You are the light of the world." And then he went on to say that a city that is set up on a hill cannot be hidden. Did you ever sing that song, "This Little Light of Mine, I'm Gonna Let It Shine"? That song comes from this same idea. It comes from this verse. Jesus says, "You are the light of the world." You know why I'm down here in a dark basement to talk to you this morning? Because we live in a dark world. You might say, "How's it dark? The sun comes up every day." I don't mean like that. I don't mean that it's always dark like it's night. I mean it's dark like most of the people in the world don't really know which way to go. You know why they don't know which way to go? They don't know Jesus like we do. They don't read the Bible. The Bible tells us how to live, and it tells us where we're going, and it tells us all about God. And so the Bible gives us so much information we need. But a lot of people don't read the Bible. They don't believe in God. They don't pray. They don't talk to Jesus. They don't have a Sunday school teacher or a pastor or a children's church worker or a mom or dad that tells them about God. So they don't know a lot of this stuff. So guys, a lot of people are walking around in the world as if it's dark outside, and they don't know which way to go. But here's the good news. Jesus said we are to be that light in the darkness. You know how we do that? When we have friends that maybe don't go to church, maybe people that we go to school with, they don't believe in God. Guys, we have an opportunity to tell them about God. We can invite them to church. We can maybe give them a Bible. Maybe your mom and dad can give you a Bible to give to one of your friends or something like that, where we can tell them about God. See, right now they're walking around in a dark world, like this dark basement. They don't know which way to go. But we get to be the light. So just like when it's dark down here and I turn on the flashlight and I can see which way to go, people that are walking around in a dark world, when we let our light shine, this little light of mine, when we let it shine, people can see which way to go. If you turn on the news these days or look at the newspaper or listen to some of your friends talk, there's so many people right now that just don't know what to do. A lot of people, because of different sin and different things that are going on in the world, people just say, "I don't even know what to do anymore." Well, you know what? Here's the good news. We can tell them. We can show them. We can help them understand that faith in Jesus will help them know what to do. That reading the Bible will help them know how to live. That understanding who God is will let them know the meaning of life and what it's all about. We were made by God. We're not here by accident. God made each one of us, and God has something He wants from each one of us. He wants us to talk to Him when we pray. He wants us to believe in Him. He wants us to worship Him. And one day He wants us to live in heaven with Him. So this is the plan that God has for everyone's life. And until people learn that, they're just wandering around in the dark, trying to figure out which way to go, bumping into walls. But when we can let our light shine and let people know the reason they're here, that God made them because He loves them, because He wants a relationship with them, then suddenly the light comes on for everybody and they can understand it and they can see which way to go. So guys, here's what I want you to understand this morning. We live in a dark world because of sin, but we get to let our light so shine every single day. We are the light of the world. So as part of the church, we get to be that bright light shining in the darkness. When that bright light shines, everybody can see it. You know what? If it was daylight down here, if all the lights were on and then I turned a flashlight on, you wouldn't be able to see the flashlight because it's already so bright. You don't see light in the light, but it really stands out in the dark, doesn't it? When it's dark down here and the flashlight turns on, you see it. And guys, that's how it is. We live in such a dark world because so many people don't know God that when you let your little light shine, everybody sees it. It makes a really big difference. So the darker it is outside, the brighter our light will shine. So let's make sure that we're letting our light shine today so that those who walk in darkness can see the great light. Let's keep it up, guys. Let's let our lights shine.